What up, what up? What's up, all? It's JC3 here, the baller of YouTube in general. I'm joining you live after this 132-113 blowout victory by the Golden State Warriors, NBA Finals 2017 Game 2. Just getting into this stream right now. I'm pulling up the live chat. I'm trying to get these stats to load right now because I'm looking at this box score. Gonna break it all down. My live reaction. I told you after game one I'd come at you guys with a live stream after every finals game. And at this point, man, it's looking more likely. Well, hold up. I'm gonna hold my points for a little bit later in the stream once we get some more people in here. But I see Goat Nation. I see Jack Braxton. Goat Nation, I saw you. You were out there at the last live stream. Lots of love sent your way. Thank you, man. Jack Braxton. This is the first stream I've seen him on, but shout out to him. Q Breezy. I see him out here, and I see that comment, and I'll answer some questions from the live audience. He says, first off to start, how can a sports channel be so biased? Okay, I get it. I got somewhat of a bias, but at the same time, I am not a clear LeBron hater. And you're probably like, what? But I give this man this credit. If you were to look at my Twitter, I had a pinned tweet, first off, before the finals even started, saying, I think this is going to go 7. I think I'm going to go Golden State, but it's going to go 7. I got respect for LeBron James, but unlike some out there in even popular media, like Skip Bayless, who says he likes LeBron, I'm going to be honest, I don't like LeBron that much. But that's my opinion. Everybody else out here, man, I'm seeing a lot of new people out here. Thank you, thank you. And I will comment on LeBron. I know he had a triple-double in tonight's game, and I do recognize, I give this man his props. He's going up against an all-time great team. An all-time great team. All right, and I believe for them now, is that 14 straight for them tonight? That's 14 straight. You see, here's the thing, though, that I'm going to explain. Yes, 14-0. Here's the thing, though, that I want to start with, my opening statement for tonight. And I'm going to be answering some questions coming up here. But I want to explain this about the Golden State Warriors to open up tonight. All right. Here's what I want to explain as my opening statement about the Golden State Warriors. Is that this team is definitely an anomaly. I understand why people don't like them. But at the same time, this is a super team, I recognize that. But it is different in the way that they are built than any other team. Here is why we should celebrate their success and not hate on the Golden State Warriors' success. This is free for you. This is just another point. Here's why I think their success should be celebrated. Because they've done it the right way. Yes, you can make the case, Draymond, he's done some questionable things, kicks and all that. But I'm talking about the way that they constructed the team. This team was nothing in 2010. Their starting point guard, Curry, was hurt. It was like Charles Jenkins. But this team, through years of work in the shadows, now on this stage performing, they beat the draft system. And guess what? I want to address Q Breezy really quick before I continue. Saying I'm not growing and all that stuff. I appreciate all you who come out here to hear this. And I know that a lot of my opinions aren't popular today because you got to love LeBron. If you want views, you got to love LeBron. And you got to post something about how Golden State's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm not that way. I'm not doing it for that reason. If you want to hear me, thank you for hearing me. The 5,234 people that are subscribed, thank you for hearing me. The views that I get on the video, whether they're way below even 1,000. Thank you for hearing me. Because one day I believe it's going to be bigger. And I'm going to keep giving these opinions. Because I'm not going to be like everybody else. Back to Golden State. They beat the draft system. Steph Curry, passed on. Klay Thompson, passed on. Draymond Green, passed on. And then it just so happens that this year the salary cap went up. And they can sign a free agent like Kevin Durant. See, this team is different than the LeBron Miami super team. This team is different. That was Dwayne Wade, but that was Chris Bosh and LeBron. That team was nothing, really, before they brought in LeBron and Chris Bosh. Credit to LeBron, but that team was built through free agency. This team was built from the draft up. So you know what? This team, through all the years of work, and I'm sorry, some people, I'm going to use this phrase, they're going to be jealous that they were able to do this and bring in KD. Like them or not, I think we got to give them some credit for building this team. Now, before I look at the live chat, I have the live chat ready. I'm going to be answering some questions very soon, but I want to make my comments on game number 2. LeBron James with a triple-double, I believe that's 8 triple-doubles in the NBA Finals career of LeBron James. I'm going to be honest. I don't hold back from saying this. I am not a LeBron fan. I don't like LeBron James. I'm just not. I don't like the type. Well, let me say this. I prefer the Michael Jordan type superstar over LeBron James. That's just my preference. I like the guy who takes the last shot. I like the guy who's ultra aggressive competitor, refused to lose. And I'm not saying that's not LeBron, but the Michael Kobe type superstar, the will to win, the absolute take no for an answer, I'm the guy type of player. I refuse to lose type of player. 6 for 6 with 6 MVPs. I'm the man. I'm the best. I take the shot. That's the type of player that I like. All right? That's just the type of player that I like. Killer instinct. That's the type of player that I like. And I know it's not a popular statement today because you got to love LeBron in today. You got to love LeBron. But that's just not me. But I got to give credit. See, here's the thing. I don't like him, but I'll give him his credit. Okay? Because he deserves it. Right? He really does. This is his 8th NBA Finals. And I'm not going to fault him. Yes, he's going to go 3 for 5, right? Or 3 out of 8, 3 and 5 in the Finals. Because KD35 is about to give LeBron a 3 and 5 record in the NBA Finals. That's what's going to happen. KD35 is going to give LeBron 3 and 5. But I want to give you this. I'm not going to fault LeBron for making those finals. Right? Like, would we have rather have had him lose in a previous round instead of make the finals and lose to an all-time great team? Right? I'm not saying this is over, but he's lost to some all-time great teams in the past. The 2014 Spurs. He lost to the 2007 Spurs. There's a couple more in there. And obviously one of them, 2011, was a choke. But I'm not going to fault LeBron. But here's why I don't like LeBron as much also. When we are grading him on a Jordan scale, because Jordan set the bar. Jordan is the undisputed GOAT. When we start grading LeBron on that scale, this is what people don't recognize. And I listen to this all the time, and nobody has ever brought this up. In undisputed, first take, nothing. We are grading LeBron on the Jordan scale. If we really want to look at GOAT, this is the guy. He went 6 for 6. So yeah, I'm going to hold 2011 against LeBron. Yeah, I'm going to hold 2011 against him. 2014, he did go up against a great team, but he lost by a record finals margin. So yes, if we are grading on a Jordan scale, then absolutely we got to hold some more stuff against LeBron James. But if we just want to look at individual greatness, this guy, man, give him all the credit. Because he's the greatest player since 2000. He's the greatest player since he entered 2003. Greatest player of this century. Seriously. 8 NBA Finals, 7 in a row. Yeah, he could potentially be 3 and 5. But man, I mean, you got to give him props. He's the greatest player of this century, but he's not the greatest player of all time if he doesn't win this finals. I recognize he has to play a crazy team. But I know I'm getting off on a tangent. You look at Michael Jordan, here's how I grade him. Michael Jordan had to go through 3 tougher East teams than LeBron ever had to play in the East. Maybe rule out 2007. So he had to play 3 tough East teams and a not as tough West team in the NBA Finals as LeBron has had to play in the NBA Finals. So Jordan had to play 3 tough teams and 1 kind of easier team. LeBron has to play 3 easy teams and 1 harder team. I get it. It's an all-time great team in the Finals. I get that. So, thus, their NBA Finals records are going to look different. But Jordan had to beat 3 tougher teams to get to the Finals virtually every year, and LeBron, the 7 straight Finals, name me 1 Finals that he shouldn't have got to. Right? Shows that he's great for this century. But if he's the greatest player of all time, he closes that deal in 2011. He could possibly close that deal in 2014. 2015, although he had lost a lot of his players, he had a chance at, but that one was kind of farther off, right? But anyway, I'm not going to hate on LeBron James. I don't like LeBron James, but I recognize what he's done. But if, like I said, if we're grading him on that Jordan scale, I'm sorry. Now, game number 2. Game number 2. Let me look at some of these. Oh boy, this chat is blowing up over here. I really need to look at these. Thank you, Jack Braxton. I'm gonna look at these some really quick. Q Breezy, unsubscribe. I mean, look, there's some people that just aren't going to like the opinions. I get it. I'm not out here to try to please everybody. You know? You got to take a stance on something or else you're just going to fall for everything. I'm sorry. I'm not the type of guy who's going to just say, LeBron GOAT. I'm sorry. I'm just not that guy. Okay? I'm going to answer some of these questions. I see these in here. I see, yep, Warriors 4-0. Cash Money Gaming. Warriors 4-0. I see that, yeah. Maybe start to lean toward that. But anyway, let me look at these stats. LeBron tonight, a great game. 29 points, 11 and 14, triple dub. Kyrie, though, surprisingly, the closer of this team, did not come out and do much at all. And I'm going to just let you straight off know here. I was only able to watch the first quarter. Wasn't able to watch the rest of the game. Busy. But seeing this, I know the halftime score is like 67, 63. KD, man. Stop hating on this man. Stop hating on this man, KD. He's giving him the business. You could put LeBron on him. You could put anybody on him. This man is underrated because he went to this team. Some players are not trying to be the best of all time. Some players are trying to make a great team. KD, no ego. Joined that team. Okay with being second wheel at times. Steph Curry, disappearing in finals. I don't want to hear it. 32 points for this man. 10 rebounds for this 6'3" guy who's what, 180 on a good day? Soaking wet? 11 assists. Klay Thompson, 22. He's chasing around Kyrie all night, locking him up. Gets 22. They're really looking good. But in respect to LeBron James, not counting him out. Not counting him out. But the Warriors are really looking good. It draws a lot of parallels to last year's finals, where the first couple games were basically blowouts, and then Cleveland, you know what happened. But the difference in this finals, Steph Curry in the first 2 games of last year's finals didn't play good at all. Cavs just didn't really play good in those games. LeBron in this game too came out. He was aggressive. Cavs wore their black uniforms, which means they had confidence. But not even the black uniforms could save Cleveland today. Not even the black uniforms in which the Warriors are now 1-2 against in NBA Finals. Because last year, remember, Cleveland wore those black uniforms for games 5 and 7 and won those games. But here, the difference, Steph played really good tonight, really good. He's played great in both of these games. And here's the biggest difference. LeBron last year didn't have to guard anybody. He could basically, I'm not taking anything away from his performance, because even to do what he did on the offensive end was great, plus he got the block. But think about it. He could expend all of his energy on the offensive side of the ball. Didn't have to play any defense on Harrison Barnes, because Harrison Barnes wasn't hitting the broadside of a barn door or the whole ocean. You could put that out in front of him. The whole ocean wasn't hitting it. Now he's got to guard KD. He's got to expend some more energy. LeBron came out in this game in attack mode. And that's the main thing on LeBron's career. He has a tendency to disappear in some games. He's not doing that in this finals. He's not pulling in 2011. He's not pulling a Game 4 of this year's Eastern Conference Finals. He came out aggressive. He came out attacking. No one was stopping him tonight. I'm surprised he didn't get 40. He had 14 assists, so basically that can credit him. He was responsible for more points than the 29. I can't believe I'm actually talking a little bit bad about his 29, but this guy, I mean, he's playing, it's incredible. But it's only so much that he can do. I don't want to hear about he didn't have enough help, though. This Warriors team, give them their credit. This is an all-time great team if they win the finals. If they win the finals. Nothing is done yet. Do not count out LeBron James. 3-1 down. I will never count this man out again because I totally wrote him off last year. Not doing it again. All right, let's get to some questions, man. That's enough of my reaction for this game. Oh, yeah, I did see in here, Steph, he did. Okay, that was a great moment for Steph because he got owned last year by Kyrie Irving. Then LeBron blocked him in last year's finals, kind of give him the snare look, right? But he turned him around tonight. Big time. Big time. En route to a 132-113 win. He turned around LeBron James tonight, and that, I don't want to overreact and say that was a passing of the torch moment where Steph has now claimed the NBA's best player throne. No, none of that. None of that. I'm not going to say that. I might have said something like that last year, but I'm not doing it this year. But that was a great moment for Steph Curry, and that's a moment for all the haters who want to say, what happens to this guy in the NBA Finals? He just turned around the best player in the world. Turned him around. Dropped a triple-double. This man's getting 10 rebounds. Give him the respect. I don't care if you don't like him. I don't like LeBron. I give him respect. Everybody's supposed to love LeBron, huh? Well, I don't love LeBron. I don't like LeBron. I give him his respect. You don't have to like the Warriors. Give them their respect. 2-0 lead, but it's not done yet. Nothing's done yet. LeBron could definitely come out in Game 3, and that Cleveland crowd could help them out. All right, let's get to some questions. That's enough for my reaction on Game 2. All right, let's check out. Man, this live chat is blowing up. Thank you guys out here. All right, I'm going to answer some live questions now. So if you've got your questions, send them in on the live chat, and I'm going to go ahead and answer them. This stream is going really well right now. We're about almost 10 minutes in. That was my live reaction to Game 2 of the 2017 NBA Finals. Could be something that you don't want to hear, but you need to hear. Might not want to hear about the Warriors. Might not want to hear someone who doesn't like LeBron. But you need to. I think Paul Pierce went a little bit far here. I'm just reading off of Bleacher Report Twitter. After Game 2, Paul Pierce thinks KD is the best. We all know that LeBron sent a lot of Paul Pierce teams home. He may be the best player in the world today. Paul Pierce on Kevin Durant. But I'm telling you, man, Kevin Durant not best player until LeBron retires, but hey, or drops off, and I don't see that coming anytime soon. But give him the respect. Give him the respect. You know what, man? There's still gonna be people out there. After LeBron, if LeBron loses this finals, which I think KD35 is about to give LeBron a 3-5 record in the NBA Finals, there's still gonna be people out there hating on KD because it's jealousy. And that's all I can come up with at this point. It's just jealousy. Right? If you still can't at least respect him, yes, he did join a great team, but it's not like he's just along for the ride. This man is a centerpiece, best player on the team. All right, let's get some. Here we go. Let's get some comments here. What do you think about Curry's triple-double? I think I pretty much answered that. I've never been around. Okay, this is Jack Braxton. Never been around for a stream before. So do you talk about only the finals or past finals? Because if not, then will you share your opinion about if the NBA is rigged this year's draft lottery? Yeah, you know what? I actually wanted to put a video out because I heard a report the Lakers were going to pass on Lonzo Ball, which is surprising. I checked LeVar Ball's Twitter immediately. Nothing about it. So do I think the NBA is rigged? There definitely was a time when it was rigged. I do watch other YouTube videos, and I've seen them out there, the videos on when Tim Donahue and all that. So maybe I'll make a video on that. I'll definitely make one about the draft lottery and the draft, because Lonzo Ball not going to the Lakers shakes a lot of things up. I don't believe it's rigged now, though. I don't believe it's rigged now. Even last year's finals, it was just a great comeback. I don't think it was rigged. I think some players don't get the calls. Some players get a lot of calls. Too many. But other than that, I don't think it's rigged. League really cracked down on that with Tim Donahue in the Lakers-Kings Western Conference Finals. Cavs will win 3 and 4. George Williamson. I don't think so, but I'm not going to count LeBron out. But to win 2 games would take a great effort. Great effort. Need some more out of Kyrie. Cash Money, see you out here. Kyrie got blocked after blocked by KD. Thanks for filling me in on the game. New Clay will get going. Goat Nation. I know people asked me about that in the last one. Jack Braxton, do you talk about other things besides the finals? Talk about opinion, best story of a player in the finals right now. That's a little bit off topic, but I could. Best player in the probably one of the greatest performances I've ever seen in a finals was Dirk Nowitzki 2011. Yeah, I realize it was a choke on LeBron. You can say what you want. Warriors choked last year. Okay, I'll give you that. But in a choke, it doesn't mean that the other side's automatically going to win. And Dirk Nowitzki carried probably the worst team in 30 years to a finals against a clearly better Miami Heat team. That was one of the best finals performances I've ever seen in 2011. Dirk Nowitzki getting mocked by LeBron and Dwayne Wade and everything. He's 102-degree fever, just going out there and balling them up. Dirk Nowitzki, real legend. Great win. Warriors got KD this year. I'm still answering more questions, so if you have your questions, send them in. I'll end the stream in a little bit, but this is a live reaction to Game 2 of the Finals and answering just various questions. This live stream will be available on YouTube after, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Cavs have passed All-Stars on the bench. Insane. Cavs win 3 and 4. I see George Williamson again. Okay, we got Caleb Pitts. Who is the most impactful player on the Dubs? Well, impactful and valuable, I think, could go hand in hand. But who's having the biggest impact? Obviously, I mean, a pretty easy answer could be KD, because you saw them without KD last year, and they blow the lead because Harrison Barnes wasn't doing anything. But Steph Curry is leaving his mark on this year's finals. He is saying, enough to that past stuff. That's dead. This is now. And Steph Curry with a triple-double. I mean, LeBron, not taking anything away from him, but he seems like he could just put up a triple-double whenever. But for a 6'3" point guard of Steph Curry's nature, now I'm not talking Russell Westbrook, of Steph Curry's stature and everything, to get 10 rebounds, a lot of heart. I think he's had the biggest impact on the finals. Really putting daggers in him. Not letting Kyrie outplay him. Goat Nation, I see this one. Do you think JaVale McGee should get more minutes? Well, to be honest, like I said, I wasn't able to watch the full game. But I will look at the box score, I mean, as much as that could tell me. But McGee, whenever he comes in, provides good energy. Tonight, rebounds for JaVale McGee. Only had 3 rebounds, -1. So, I mean, but if you need some energy, I'd insert him into the game. I'll answer a few more, and then we will be back Wednesday night after the game is live from Quicken Loans Arena. And let me know really quick before this stream is over, should I do like a live stream during the day with multiple topics? I mean, I could put out videos, but should I do a live stream where I answer NBA draft questions, NBA finals questions, NBA off-season questions, NBA questions in general? I want to get your opinion on that. I'll answer a few more questions, and then we'll see you after Game 3 of the finals, possibly before, if you want me to do that live stream. Thank you, everyone who came out, too. This is a great chat. I love what we got going on here. George Williamson, what do you think about Kyrie performance? He needs to step it up. And I think he will, going home to Cleveland. But Steph Curry's not backing down this year. So we'll see. Klay Thompson keeps putting the clamps on him, and we'll see what happens. Do you think the Cavs would still lose if it was an all-time Cavs versus current Warriors. Interesting questions. Live stream a lot Wednesday, also stream during the game. Okay, I'm thinking about doing more live streams because, I could post individual videos, but on live streams, I get live interaction with y'all. I get to answer more questions. You think the Cavs will still lose if it was an all-time Cavs? Well, let's see. Who would you have on that team? You'd have LeBron. You'd have Mark Price. I'm not really big on all-time Cavs knowledge. Larry Nance Jr., Brad Daugherty. I'm thinking back. Maybe I'm blanking on a couple of names, but I don't know, man. The Warriors are 14-0. They're 14-0 for a reason. So I don't know. You see, I can't even answer that question because this Cavs team is a good team, and Golden State still hasn't beaten them yet. Still hasn't beaten them in a series. So I don't really know if I can answer that question. I think they could. All right, thank you so much. Man, you guys are great. I got to tell you just straight up, thank you for coming out to these streams, making this a fun experience. And I really like where we're at. Man, here's my thing. I'm not all about the numbers. Would I rather have 900,000 subscribers and post stuff I don't believe in? Or 5,000 and post stuff I do and have people really, legitimately invested? A lot of you came back to this stream and you were at the last one. I know I'm smaller now, but I'm going to keep posting what I believe, because if you walk with the crowd, it gets crowded. But I want to stand out, and I'm going to continue to. I'm not going to be like everybody else. Haven't been that way in every aspect my whole life. It's all right to be different. Being an anomaly is good. Separates you. Thank you for listening to this stream. Thank you. We'll be back more soon. Thank you, Jack. Do you think LeBron will pass Magic in total triple-doubles in the finals? Probably. He's already passed Jordan at a bunch of stuff. LeBron, hey, man, I got respect for LeBron. We'll see what happens with the rest of these finals. And like I said, thank you for tuning in to these streams. It really means a lot to me. And I'm going to continue to answer your questions. All right. We will see you. Wednesday, I might do some stuff during the day in terms of stream-wise. I will let you know on Twitter. Make sure to follow me at Josh Carson JC3. And I will definitely be live after Game 3 with more thoughts and reaction. Thank you for joining this stream on Josh Carson JC3 YouTube channel. And we will be back with more soon. This has been Topic Tackle JC3 out.